Good morning, everyone. It's about 5:30 Saturday morning. It's been an interesting 24 hours. Not so bad for us, but on the way home from work yesterday, was driving down 231 and saw a bunch of smoke off to one side, and didn't think too much about it other than it looked like a lot of something was burning. I went by to grab something for dinner and then made it home, and found out that there was a pretty big fire burning. Someone had been burning some trash in the backyard, and it got away from them. The fire did, and at that time, about 800 acres were burning. They had first responders coming in from everywhere, which is a wonderful thing. People just come when you need them, and we're so grateful for that. The fire was just a few miles from us, really. And our neighborhood was under an evacuation notice. So I guess they put us on alert to make us, ready to evacuate if we needed to. So I went to my office, I sat down and started documenting my visits for the day, and I looked out the window, my office window across the street, and my neighbors were just bringing suitcase after suitcase to their vehicles. They had 3 cars. So, and I just kept thinking, what in the world? And then I would think, oh yeah, there's a fire, we might have to evacuate. It was a little unsettling, and then I came outside and saw a huge just cloud of smoke. It looked like right over our back fence. It made it look like the fire was right there, which was a little unsettling. A lot unsettling, actually. I used to volunteer for the Red Cross, and I have stood with a lot of families while they watch their homes burn, or I've met them at the site of their home the next day when there's nothing left but just some smoldering rubble. And it's a sickening thing, even when it's not your house. And when it's the thought that it could be your house, it just makes you want to throw up, honestly. I wasn't afraid for our safety. I knew we had time to get out. We had several wonderful friends that called to say, if you need to leave, you're welcome here. Or we got a text from them, So I wasn't really afraid for our safety, our physical safety, right then. But just the thought of that kind of fire, it wasn't contained at all. Just the thought of that coming through our neighborhood and leaving people without homes was just sickening. It's a bad feeling. And on top of that, I was doing what I really try hard not to do. I was watching a little bit of news on Ukraine because I didn't really know what was going on, and they were showing video of families, mothers and children, being bussed into, in this case it was Poland, and being told to pick a new country. What country are we going to live in now? I can't even imagine. So that on top of, fire close by, was not doing my emotional health much good. Um, and I got Jeff to get up, but he's been sick all week. But I got him to get up and just ride around a little bit with me to see what we could find. And we never could see the fire. We didn't really leave our neighborhood, but we knew it was kind of close, but still far away. And it's kind of a double-edged sword that there are several neighborhoods, big neighborhoods, between us and the fire. So while I'm happy for a buffer, it's frightening for those people who are closer. There were people yesterday, people who had gone to work or gone to a doctor's appointment, and on the way home realized that their neighborhood had been evacuated and their homes had burned. It was 2 houses yesterday afternoon, probably more by the end of the day. And both of those people had lost homes in Hurricane Michael and rebuilt. And now, 3 years later, they've lost their homes to a fire. I can't even wrap my head around that. I can't even go there. And I don't think that anybody in our neighborhood evacuated. Maybe a couple of people, but mostly, and as I'm looking out, I looked down the street this morning, all the cars are still there. So I think people felt a little safer last night to stay. I was sure I was not going to sleep last night, and then I just got so tired I had to go to bed, and I did. And God was very gracious and faithful to just keep my heart at peace. A lot of people prayed last night, and that was a good thing. I was surprised how I didn't really feel scared, but there was just something, inside that I just really felt like I was going to throw up for a little while. But even in the middle of that kind of thing, if the wind had shifted, this whole place could have been in trouble. But even with all of that, there was peace. And that just comes from God. I can't imagine going through, and we've been untouched, okay? I mean, I can't even, I'm sitting out here this morning, I don't even smell smoke at all. I don't really see it. I haven't been able to get any information on the fire this morning, but there's just peace. I know there are people that are just devastated this morning because their homes are gone, and I will continue to pray for them and pray that they are able to begin to rebuild quickly. But it's still a huge loss. So when y'all think about it, pray for them. Pray for all of us. It's I've never been this close to a fire like this with my home. And it is terrifying to watch every year, the fires out west, where people are driving through flames and things like that. It's just, can't even imagine that. And we were not even close to that. Some people here were, and probably still are. So we're going to continue to pray for them. But it's a beautiful morning this morning. It's a little chilly. It's a little bit damp, which is a good thing, because yesterday the humidity was so low and it's so hot. And we have so much debris still on the ground down here from the hurricane. Dead trees, lots and lots and lots of dead trees that are just on the ground and have been drying for 3 years. So they're just going up like crazy, and it's hard to contain a fire when there's so much fuel. But I mean, they've brought tractors in to dig fire breaks, and over 200 first responders were here, and people were coming in from all over to help keep us safe. So we're very grateful, and we're praying for their safety. We're praying for no more loss of homes or businesses. As far as I know, no one's been hurt, and that's good. So God has walked with us through this, and will continue to do so. He always does. But it's been a little bit of a different 24 hours. I'm so grateful for people who were praying not only for our safety, but for our peace of mind and peace in our hearts. And it was that, I think, that let me sleep last night. And I got up about 4:30, which is about normal for me. And we'll see what happens during the day today. But if you watch this, just please be in prayer for us today and for the people who have really been devastated by this. Pray for the people who have evacuated, and one of the churches here has opened as a shelter, and I'm glad that people have a place to go. I can't imagine living in a shelter. I think I'm not sure there are enough drugs for that for me, but I'm glad people have a safe place to go where they can have food and be warm and dry and safe and stay with their families. And people are opening places for pets, and just, good things happen in the middle of bad things. God has some wonderful people, in place. Generous, good-hearted. He always provides for us, even when things get bad. And for us, I think right now, for me, I think there's a lot of things that could happen. That's been the worst part, because nothing bad has happened to us as far as I can see flames. Last night I couldn't see a glow in the sky that anything was burning. So, and it's just going out in fields or something and away from homes, or starting to die down. But we're going to be okay. Whatever happens, if the worst case scenario happens, we're still going to be okay. God always provides. God's always taking care of us. So, He's good. He's very good. And we appreciate and love the people who have reached out. That means a lot. And we'll keep you posted. So, different kind of video this time, but it's what's going on right now. And think, take life as it comes, one day at a time, knowing that God's in it and God is taking care of us, and He's good. So y'all take care today. We'll hopefully not have anything to report later except that the fire's out, and but we'll let you know if anything goes on. Thanks for watching again. Y'all stay safe and take care.